My sister and I grew up abused, but now I'm abandoning her without telling her. My sister and I grew up abused and bullied because we were the weird, poor kids in a very rich, type-thought public school. I'm the oldest and have always been the de facto golden child because my sister was socially isolated by the adults around her for expressing violent behavior, which was absolutely her ADHD combined with her getting abused. I've grown up as my sister's father and mother. I'm myself a trans man born a woman and have taken on the role of big brother, father, and mother for her because our parents weren't there emotionally for either of us. We both still live at home, free of charge. I promised her that since she was 16 and I was 19, I would help her escape, and she could live with me so she didn't have to worrying about school and keeping a roof over her head. This was halfway done out of guilt for when I was much younger, when my treatment of her wasn't the best, on top of being her only parent, taking the brunt of the abuse, and being my father's incestuous crutch when life didn't go his way or his girlfriend now wife broke up with him or they argued. Our family knows this happened and has happened since I was 5, no one said a thing. She's recently begun turning violent again when you ask her to do anything. Our stepfather is quite severely abusive, not physically, but emotionally and mentally abusive, towards the both of us. She's not handling it well, though she has nowhere else to go, as neither of us really speaks with our father. Today, after I told her to take her plates out, yes, I did keep asking, she started jokingly sitting down and just paying attention to her phone, and I said to do it again, in which she, seemingly I do have autism, and I am bad at reading people. I will admit that much, out of the blue, stood up pissed off at me and yelled, "You are not my parent. Stop saying that, I'm going to my room so I don't beat you up." Which is a credible threat, as she does have martial arts knowledge and is physically a hell of a lot stronger than me. I spoke with my friends about it, and they all agreed that it's not right of her to say that, and I fully do know that, partially, I am responsible for her flying off the handle like that. But at the same time, we are both young adults, with the exact same sets of diagnoses. Autism plus ADHD combo with a nice CPTSD on top to even it out. We are both prone to a bit of anger, but I've learned to manage mine and severely matured despite it all. She hasn't. She's been coddled for a long time. I'm starting my internship soon. It's a year, and I'll be fully done with my education. It's a trade. I'll be quite young and with adult money. Previously, I said to my sister I would move her in with me here and support her, as she took her electrician education, but now, because she's only getting more and more angry, though she hasn't resorted to alcoholism again, I have chosen to give up on her for now. I can't afford it mentally. It stresses me out, which is not good for me specifically, as my body's stress response is giving me psychosis, where, and this would get to this point I can tell you that much from experience. Everything I eat becomes rotting human flesh in my mind. I could be eating a burger and know it's a burger, but my mind and taste buds would still see it as rotting human flesh. There would be the smell of decay everywhere, and even my beloved morning coffee becomes iron and thick as though it was blood. I need to prioritize myself for the first time in my life, and she needs to mature and get her shit together. I'll tell her that I'm not moving out with her when I myself do finally move out. I'm hoping it will lead her to finally start saving money like she said she would and that she can afford to, because again we live at home free of charge. I do feel immensely guilty about this because that's my sister. I've protected her as much as I have been able to all my life with all these things going on, and I can't do that anymore, not without harming her more.